I think we're live.
Let's start. Hi guys, good evening. Oh, sorry.
Good. Hi guys, good day. Welcome to our session with Preeti Yadav. I'm Krishna Moria, your host. Mrs. Yadav has worked as a science and mathematics teacher under the Bhutanese government, and also taught in schools in India for 6 years. She's worked in the corporate sector as an admin for 2 years. She got connected with Mohanji in 2012 and the Amulcare Charitable Trust in 2013. In 2014, Mohanji launched the project ACT Blood Relations under Amulcare's banner, and the reins were handed over to her. Since 2014, she's been working with Amulcare as ACT Blood Relation Project Head, PAN India, and till 2020 January, ABR has been able to conduct 36 camps and collected 2,475 units of blood, thereby saving 7,425 lives. ABR worked in collaboration with National Thalassemia Welfare Society, India, and all the government blood banks. ABR made a sincere effort to make the blood available to all of the individuals who are in dire need, and on everybody's behalf, I would like to thank and congratulate them. Okay, Mohanji inspires this session as he says that young minds are the most potent minds. All of you are capable of changing this world as desired. Through this interactive session, we will be able to explore the hidden life-saving powers that resides in you and that power to inspire and bring change in the society. Join her in this lesson to know the superhero inside of you. Over to you.
Thank you, Prisha. Thank you so much for such long introduction. You know, I just loved it. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So before we go ahead, I would like to show one video to you. Right? Will it be fine with you people? Like, I hope you people are not sleepy. It's early morning there, and let me show one video. Are you all ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just hope it starts. Are you able to see that?
Yeah, it's gonna come in a second, I think.
I'm not able to share it actually.
You can try it again.
Just hold on. Huh? Before you start.
Yeah, so hi everyone. Did I miss anything important now?
Not yet, beta, not
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
I'm still struggling with my, sharing my screen with you people.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, it's
You can
okay.
take your time.
I hope it works now. There's something wrong with the network, I believe. Okay, yeah. Nothing wrong. I just. Okay. Are you able to see?
Not yet.
Okay. Share. Now?
Yep.
We got it.
Okay.
And did you do the computer sound too?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yes.
Yes, we can hear it.
Okay. Thanks. So just watch this video once and then, right? was it?
It was amazing.
Amazing. Now I need to stop sharing. Okay. So guys, this video, like you must have seen, like, there are so many calamities or something goes wrong with somebody and they need blood, right? So we are not going to, have pity on them, right? But the only thing is we need to get connected with them. Okay, everybody's needs is different, right? Everybody's need is just different, isn't it? So I learned nothing from books. I just, just Prisha told me, told all of you that I have been, teaching in schools and, right? And I have always taught science and maths, though I never liked science, but I had to take it, so it's okay. That's a different thing. So what I want you people to do is just learn by doing, okay? So never just cram up the things. You need to learn when you do. Why? When you do, you experience it. And when you experience it, you apply it at various places and then you learn, right? Am I correct? So what happens is, before we go ahead, I would request you all to just pay attention. It's not going to be a boring session. I hope you'll like it. And just pay attention what is going through the slides. I've just prepared a PowerPoint presentation for you all. So I might ask you questions at the end. I'm a teacher, so I'll be asking questions. Right? So that's inbuilt. So let's start with the presentation, yeah? Mhm. Is it visible?
Not yet.
Now? Is it visible now?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes. Yes.
So how does it look, the first page? Fascinating, exciting. Yeah.
It's very impactful.
So you can just keep your audios on so that I can just hear your responses. It has to be mutual conversation. It's not going to be a teacher and student teaching and learning. Okay. So I just need your participation in it. Yes, Anirudh, can you see the first page? So how did you like it?
Yeah, I can see the first page.
Yeah.
Heroes.
So all these are superheroes. I don't know the Hollywood superheroes except that Spider-Man and Superman. Indian, I can say Krish and Bahubali. So,
Yeah.
what about the ladies? The women, right? Women.
I only recognize one of them.
Yeah. Elektra, Wonder Woman, and all these people. So what's common amongst them? What's special or what's common amongst them? Any one of you?
Determination.
Okay.
Hard
That's
work.
wonderful.
They risk their own lives to save others.
Sorry, Prisha, be a little louder.
They risk their own lives to save others.
Perfect. Anything else?
They can all fly.
Is it? Bahubali doesn't fly.
Captain
He's
America.
always flying, trying to kill her.
Okay, yeah. So
God.
these, what's special in them is they are superheroes. They are the saviors, right? So we always feel, some at some point of, life, you must have also felt like, I want to become like them. Has it happened sometime, anytime, you must be feeling that if I get that superpower, I'll be able to do that, or I'll be able to do this. Is it? Maybe you're grown-ups now in your...
No, I think we've all definitely wanted some sort of superpower.
Yes. So what I want to tell is we all have superpowers. Yes. How do I change my slide? Just a second. Yeah. Okay. So we are here to explore the savior in you. Okay. For that, we need to donate blood, save lives, and stand united. So here right now, when you are at this stage, teenage, so the first two you won't be able to do. Okay. What you will be able to do is you will be able to stay united with me. Right? I am not able to see any one of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, what's the minimum age we need to be to donate blood?
Yeah, I'm coming to those points. Was that Shikhar, right? So I'll come
No,
to
it was Anirudh.
Yeah,
Anirudh.
it's me. Yeah, I'm Anirudh.
Okay. So what happens is I need to shift this. Yeah. So the first two, you people are teens, so you won't be able to donate blood. You won't be able to save life, but you will be able to contribute towards saving life if you stand united with we people who are able to do that. So, are you excited? How will we be able to do that? Yeah,
Very.
cool, right?
Very
So let's go
excited.
ahead, right? So, next comes, first of all, the first thing which you need to keep it in your mind is never think that I'm too small. I'm too small to share phenomenal ideas to reform this earth. This is what I have got to know. Anybody is not small to reform this earth. You people have immense power in yourselves. You can just, create magnificent changes in this world. You people at this age, I'm grown old. My bones have gone weaker, but you guys are very young, full of power, full of energy, right? So you people never think that you are too small to inspire this world. So first most, I need to see the happy faces. Your people are going to inspire, right? So don't feel discouraged, motivated, right? So first of all, so you must be feeling that I want to grow, 18. I want to reach the stage of 18 and then I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do, n number of things, right? Aryan is already 18.
No, I'm 17.
You're
Shreya is 18.
17. So just waiting one more year to go and then you'll be 18 and then you'll be free bird. Are you thinking like that?
No, I don't know what. I'll just learn driving and I'll be able to
Okay.
vote. That's all.
Exactly. So when you grow 18, you must be thinking that I'll do driving, right? You'll buy a new house on your name. Yes?
Not at 18.
You can, like the house can
Yeah,
be,
yeah. All the legal things, I think at
so
18 and
you'll
above.
be
You can
able
just
to get it on your name, right?
Yeah.
You'll be able to get an access to the ATM card. You'll be
Yeah.
able to vote, isn't it? I think the rules in US also are same, or is it 16 or 18? I'm not sure. Is it 16, Shikhar? Are you aware?
To get a ATM,
To vote or to drive?
vote
So-
is 18.
18.
Driving is 16.
Okay.
Shreya's
So,
already eight, 18.
And
so she-
military is also 18.
Okay. So, and you'll be picking up a job at 18, right?
You can, yes.
Yes. So all these ideas, you must be having it in your heart that once I turn 18, I'll be doing this, I'll be able to do this, which you might be feeling, restricted of because of your age at this time, right? So next, but what else can you do? Once you turn 18, what else will you be able to do? This is the answer for Shikhar's question. Okay. So once you turn 18, you will be able to donate blood also. Right? So one more addition in your achievements, you'll be able to donate blood too. Now, this is something, which even for me also, it was a surprise. Just a second, I think I missed out the slide. Yeah. So people have always been fascinated with blood. Yes, just see the first line. It's like saying that those people Egyptians used to bath in it, take bath. Why bath? Bathing, like, blood is a source of energy, life, isn't it? If
No.
someone is not having blood, so blood is a source of energy and life, right? So ancient people, they used to take bath in it so that they used to feel that, I'll be getting more energy, more life. They used to take bath. Aristocrats used to drink it. If you've seen, some old movies or something like that, But authors.
You said aristocrats used to drink it, right?
Yeah.
But
Just to
what
get
we
that energy.
studied is that if
Yeah.
like we have different blood groups, and if you take in somebody else's blood, like if you are
A different blood group.
yeah, the RBCs combine and you'll die, right?
Yeah.
So how
So
would
now-
they? Was
Not
there
combined.
advanced technology to differentiate between blood groups?
Right, Aryan,
Maybe
right.
they
You are
just died.
perfectly right. See, what happening is like they are drinking it, so it's going to their digestive system, not to their,
Yes. It's not-
circulatory system.
Not to their
Well, it's
bloodstream.
not going to the
Okay.
bloodstream.
So am I clear? So it'll go to
Yeah.
their digestive system. So it's like it'll go out. But they did not have that knowledge, they used to just drink it so that they get the power.
I'm sure some people died by this.
What? I didn't
There
get
will
it.
definitely
I'm
be.
sure some noblemen must have died because I mean some of them might have leaked into their arteries, into their
Oh yeah, that might have been.
Blood can get contaminated and stuff.
Okay. So now we
starting
come.
up-
Yeah, Prisha, you were saying
In
something?
the starting of blood transfusion, this must have happened, like the RBC mix-up and all that.
See, and then what happens is like, so then authors and playwriters use it as themes, right? You must have seen the vampire movies. You must have seen some movies in which, blood is involved. Or in Hindi, in movies, like in Bollywood, "Main tera khoon pee jaunga," like dialogues, like, such dialogues were used. So playwriters and all used to have, use this blood as their themes, right? So one more thing, if you know Subhash Chandra Bose, have you heard about him?
Yeah, he's a freedom
Yes.
Yeah, so he was one of our freedom fighter of India. So like, can anyone tell me the dialogue which he said?
Yeah,
related to
like you give me blood, I give you freedom.
Exactly. So see, it's how much related, people are so much fascinated by blood. Then in Kranti Veer, one movie is there, Nana Patekar says that, Musalman ka khoon, Hindu ka khoon, mila diyo. They mix two blood from two different cultures, religions, and then he says, now differentiate, which blood is whose, right? So will you be able to
Right.
differentiate? No, it's not possible, right? Everybody's blood is of what color? Red color, right? So it's difficult. So this is how we all are connected. This is how we all are same, So I'll come to that point. So modern humanity, what do? We all come under modern humanity, right? So what do? We transfuse it. So we save lives by giving it to somebody else. So I think which one is the best? The modern humanity is the best amongst all, right? Now, some historical aspects I want to share with you. 1492, blood was taken from 3 young men and given to Pope Innocent VII. Pope,
Yes.
the priest of some church or something like that. So
Yeah, the
Catholic church.
religious leader.
Yeah. So it happened first time in 1492. 1616, William Harvey described how blood is circulated throughout the body. So see, it was so early, right? 1667, the first successful human transfusion took place. Guys, you need to note down these things, okay? I'll be asking at the end.
That is so weird. Blood groups
No,
are
don't worry. I'm not going to ask this one, but just for your knowledge, okay? So what happened in 1667 was like a blood from a sheep was transfused to a 15-year-old boy, and he survived. Isn't it amazing? Like even I was surprised to read this. But how did it happen? Like just few minutes back, Aryan said that we have some blood groups which need to be compatible with each other, and only then we can transfuse it. But I don't know like how did they manage in 1667 to
Maybe a
transfuse?
question.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's a coincidence.
maybe. So what happened in 1901, Karl Landsteiner gave ABO blood group system. I'll come to that also, like what is ABO blood group system. And in World War II, establishment of blood banks by American Red Cross in 1947 took place. Because there were so many, it was a disastrous war. So many people lost their lives and so many casualties were there. So then in 1947, the first blood banks were established. So now we come to the awareness. Like, I hope this you're finding interesting. You're finding it good
Yes,
to know about
Yes.
this. Yes.
it's amazing.
Yes.
In case if you find it boring, please let me know. I'll just change it somewhere other round, and we can or you can ask me questions in between also if you want to. So first, few topics will be covering: what is blood, what is the present statistics, who require blood, and what challenges do we face in fulfilling that need, benefits if somebody is donating blood, if obviously the recipient, the one who is getting the blood, is definitely getting benefited, but the one who donates, is he also getting benefited? And who can donate blood, who cannot donate blood, and what can we do? We means you people at teenage. Okay, so we'll be covering these topics today. What happened? Is it a blank slide?
Yeah.
Yes.
So first of all, what is blood? So blood is, anybody? Aryan, you are having science subjects, right? As a subject?
I'm a commerce student.
Commerce student. Still, blood, everybody knows.
Yeah. So
Speaker
blood
is
is blood is a fluid found in the body which contains of RBCs, WBCs, and what is that? Platelets.
Okay, good. Prisha wants to say something.
The RBCs contain hemoglobin that transports oxygen and nutrients to the cells and takes away carbon dioxide, which converts the hemoglobin to carbon monoxide. It converts into carbon monoxide. But then, wait,
Okay.
carboxyhemoglobin. Sorry, I just messed up.
Let it be. We are not having
and the
science class.
hemoglobin. Yeah, and the hemoglobin.
RBC, WBC, that's red blood cell, white blood cell. Just to make sure I'm not understanding.
Yeah, the red blood cells give blood
What?
that has hemoglobin. Oxygen makes the hemoglobin have a reddish tint.
Okay. So
Also,
everybody
blood is
has
made
a
up of
fade idea, right?
50% of plasma.
It's,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah,
all
that's
have
it.
blood. We all have blood, and when somebody get see somebody bleeding, you see a red fluid coming out of, yeah, right? Isn't it? It's a red colored fluid in humans and also in animals or any being, right? There are exceptions, I know. There are exceptions.
Like octopuses.
Yay! Copper.
Right. So the main functions, there are many functions of blood, but the main two are like they transport oxygen and nutrients to the cells. Our whole body is made up of cells, and every there is again like metabolism and everything. We don't want to get deep into it, but the oxygen and nutrients are transported through blood. And it also, as Prisha said, it takes away the carbon dioxide, which is not required by our body, and other waste material also, right? So this is just a general idea. I just don't want to get into the subjective knowledge of it. We'll go ahead. The composition. Aryan was saying something about this, right? There's 55% plasma, 1% of white blood cells and platelets, 44% of red blood cells, RBCs. Okay. So our blood has basically 4 components: plasma, white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets. Right? Have you heard of these terms? Yes. So let's see.
Yes, we have.
So there's a small video which will tell you about the function of these components.
Blood. 10 pints of life force, coursing through thousands of miles of arteries, veins, and capillaries. Those blood vessels carry blood to every other organ, keeping them functioning and thriving. Our red blood cells carry oxygen and nutrients. Our platelets stop bleeding and help to heal our wounds. Our white cells protect us against infection. And the yellow liquid plasma in which they are suspended carries an array of proteins that regulate bleeding and clotting.
Was it good? Did you get some idea about the components?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice video.
So, did you see that platelets? Platelet was looking like a coronavirus. Is it?
No.
No. It has some, some projections on all over it.
I think those are the white blood cells.
Yeah, and I thought there were 2 different types of white blood cells.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, there are. There are
Yeah.
ABC cells.
There are
So this is basically the fighter. The white blood cells and the platelets are the fighter components of our blood. Whenever we get sick or any antigen, gets into our body, they are the fighters, right?
Yeah.
So let's not go ahead. Okay. So some facts about blood. See, can anybody tell me how much water is there in our blood? In our body?
about 60 to 70%.
Yeah, perfect. So 70% of our body is made up of water, and 8% of an adult's body is made up of blood. So it's good enough, good quantity. And as you saw in the previous video, thousands of miles of veins in our body, the blood travels. So second point is 38 degrees Celsius. Our body temperature is?
Isn't 38 a fever already?
Anybody else?
Isn't it like
98.6 Fahrenheit?
7.5?
98.65.
36.5.
So almost this temperature, right? So the temperature of water and the temperature of, sorry, yes, Shrika?
Could be 30.
I couldn't hear you.
It could be 30.
It could be 38. Right. So it's almost this temperature only. That's like our body temperature with the temperature of water and the blood, and then our body temperature is maintained, right? So there's always a difference between a male body and a female body, right? Females are a little less in weight always, and males are always on the heavier side, like if we compare. So females have almost 4 to 5 liters, while males have 5 to 6 liters of what? Blood in their body. Okay. Wow. Shrika is saying wow. So this difference is mainly due to the difference in body size. Okay. So your father has more blood than what your mother has, or what Shrikar has more blood than Prisha. We can say that. Okay. So that's basically because of body size. Okay. So someone, the next point is someone needs blood every 2 seconds. Someone where in the world, in every 2 seconds, there's a need of blood. For what? Why the blood is required?
Because they're going through a surgery, pregnancy, or
We saw it in the first video, right?
or cancer.
Yes, cancer, or some of the surgeries are going on, or some accidents has happened. So every 2 seconds, someone needs blood. Next, matured human blood cells have varying life cycles. RBCs circulate in the body for 4 months. After that, they are degenerated. New blood cells are formed. Okay? So new blood cells are formed in every 4 months. And platelets are formed in, like the older platelets are degenerated and the new platelets are formed in every 9 days. Same, white blood cells range from few hours to several days. So you don't have to learn these things, or you don't have to remember these things, just a idea. And the most important thing is there is no substitute for blood. No substitute for blood. You must have seen, artificial oxygen also has been discovered. Have you heard about it? Yes. Artificial water has also been, can also be made. Yes. But till date, artificial substitute for human blood has not been found. Where is it found? Where do you get blood?
Only in the human body, right? Or only in the
Human
body.
body.
Exactly. So the one who is alive will get blood from them only, right? So it's that precious and that valuable, Otherwise, you can't get it from any market, any shopping, center or complex. Now the present statistics, what is it? So I was telling you about the ABO blood group, Carl, invented the ABO blood group. So we have 8 blood group, ABO. Okay. So one is A positive, B positive, AB positive, O positive. So these are like, and the same goes for the negative version also. Can you see it towards your left, like on this slide? That's for the world status. And on the India also, I have shown you the status, like what's the percentage. So A, B, AB, and O. Okay. Can you see that? What is this percentage written down every blood group? That's the percentage of people in a society in world, Suppose there are 100 people. So out of 100, 35 will be having A positive blood group. 8.5 people will be having B positive, and so on. So can you see, can you tell me that which is the most common blood group?
Worldwide?
Which is the most common blood group?
A positive.
Just see it again.
Oh, wait, O positive.
O positive.
Right. Yeah. So O positive is the most common blood group. And which is the rarest blood group?
AB. AB
A
negative.
negative.
Perfect. So
Negative.
perfect. So one more thing I want to tell you is O positive is the most common, and it's the it's a sorry, I forgot the term.
Universal donor.
It's a universal donor, right? Perfect. Thank you, Anirudh. It was just going in my mind. Yeah, it's a universal donor. So anybody can get, can get the blood from O positive. Suppose I am AB positive, and if I need blood, I can take the blood from O positive or AB positive only. Okay. Suppose, Prisha, what is your blood group?
It's A negative.
A negative, sure. So you will be able to take blood only from A negative, AB negative, okay, and O positive. Got it?
But they made like kind of things. They make kind of like chemicals and drugs so that I can take A positive as well. It won't hurt me.
Is it?
Is it? I
Yeah,
don't make
they've made it.
So O positive is the universal donor. Anybody can get the blood from O positive. Okay, so he can give the blood to anybody. But for himself, the one who is having O positive blood group, he'll be taking only from O positive.
positive.
Okay, so such a nice person, you know, O positive is. The second one is like me. I told you my blood group is AB positive. That's the most selfish group.
That's the best group, universal
It's the
receiver.
best group. You can take it from anyone. You won't like have to go to it.
Exactly, but I can't give it to anyone, but I can take it from anyone. That's
Also give it to AB positive other people. You know, other people who have like AB positive. You can at least do that.
yeah. But
Not
see,
selfish.
okay. So isn't it interesting? Like, you know, there are various blood groups. There are various compatibilities. So one cannot take just, you know, blood from anybody. Unlike me, you know, the people having AB positive. But again, there are various factors which has to be looked into. Otherwise, you know, I can't only straightway take blood from anybody because there are other factors to look upon. So this is about the various blood groups. Now we come towards the right side. Around 118.4 million blood donations are collected worldwide. You know, what is this? Blood donations? Have you ever heard about blood donation camps and all?
Yeah, actually, people come to my school twice a year and collect blood.
The Red Cross does it a lot.
Yeah.
So, who donates? Your teachers and staff and all?
Teachers as well as students, those who are 18.
Okay. So, and in India, what happens is like around 11 million blood donations are collected against need of 13.5 million in need. So see, the need is more, but the collection is so less. Just can you compare that requirement of the blood and the donations collected? So 1/3 of us need blood transfusion in our lifetime. So suppose if, you know, 6 people are sitting here, 6 of us are sitting here. So 2 of us will be needing blood in our lifetime. It's that way. So just see the requirement. 3 lives can be saved with the amount of blood donated in one sitting. So if one person is donating blood at one sitting, he can save how many lives? 3 lives.
Wow.
Okay. So isn't it amazing? It's so wonderful. You know, if you donate once, you are saving 3 lives. So 2 seconds in that I have told you, 62 countries get sufficient blood supplies from voluntary donations. This is not about the sufficient supplies, but it is about the voluntary donations which people make. Voluntary is, some people are, there are 3 types of donations. One is voluntary, when you yourself are going to the blood banks or, you know, and donating blood. The second is the family donations. Suppose someone in my family needs blood, I'll go and donate the blood to him or her. The third one is on the paid basis. That is, some people donate to earn money every 3 months. So 3 types of donations are there. So, but voluntary donations are most appreciated because they are the most selfless donations.
So I had a question.
Yeah, yes, Adil.
So in a human body, there is like around 5 liters of blood, right? So every time you donate blood, how much quantity do you give?
It's 350 ml is taken in one time.
So it takes 3 months to generate that 350
Not at
ml?
all. Not at all. So once, like in a day or two, it's generated. When you are having a good diet, you are eating well. In 24 hours, it's replenished. Okay, so nothing to be worried about. I'll tell you about that also in the next slides. So, who need blood? The surgery cases, right? That can be any kind of surgery. Like heart attack, is somebody like heart transplant is happening, kidney failures has happened, dialysis is happening, or any kind of surgery, you know, is happening. Those people need blood. cancer patients need blood. Pregnancy. What happens is like, I heard about a case where a child was not able to breathe properly in mother's womb. When he was inside her mom, the baby was not able to breathe properly.
That's my case actually.
Is it? Please
Yeah.
share.
That's my brother's case as well. It's my
So,
brother.
so what happened was that my mother's, I think, intestine or something was caught around, not
Oh.
intestine. I think that umbilical cord.
Umbilical cord.
Yeah. So that was that went
You got
around my
choked.
neck. Yeah. So I think, but
You're not able to.
no, it was not a pre-delivery or anything. But luckily, it was at the 9th month when it happened. So it was a normal delivery, like not natural. It was cesarean.
So you came out so handsome, right? So you're happy.
No,
to
the doctor told you have to abort me, but
Oh.
yeah, my father and grandfather were like, no, ditch that hospital. You come back to India. So I was in the US that time when I was in my mom's womb. So it was the 8th month when we traveled from US to India. So the airport, the flight people, they don't allow actually. Like I think after the 7th month you're not allowed.
Yeah.
But then my father signed some papers that anything happening to the child is
You'll be
there.
responsible.
Yeah. So then we came to
Nice.
India, and then I came out over here.
Nice dramatic story, yeah?
Yeah.
Movie. It should be like telecasted. Wonderful. How about you, Prisha? I hope you're not taking much time. Yeah?
No, you're not. You're good.
Okay.
My brother. Sorry. I mean,
Want
like,
to share something?
my brother, the almost same story.
Okay. So wonderful, huh?
Yeah.
You are already the saviors. You have saved yourselves. So what happens is this baby was not able to breathe because there was less of blood in his body. So there was no oxygen supply. As I told you that, the blood transports oxygen throughout the body. The blood was not getting transported throughout the body of the baby. So no oxygen, so baby was not able to breathe that way. So for such pregnancy cases, we need to transfuse blood to mother. At times the mothers are anemic, they have less blood in their body. Like I am anemic, so it means that I don't have enough quantity of HB in my hemoglobin in my blood. So my transportation of oxygen is not good enough. I feel lethargic, weak. The same way at times, if mother is not healthy, the baby will also not be healthy. So those cases we need to transfuse blood. Then the next is accidents. Accidents can be of any type, like various types. Road accidents, burn victims are there. Shock accidents. Some people die because of shock, and so those times we need blood transfusion. Or anything else? Any accidents? Like there are various types of accidents. Crashes happen. Like it happened yesterday in India. So those such cases we need blood. The last is the blood disorders. They might be congenital. Congenital means genetically. Okay. So in my intro, Prisha mentioned National Thalassemia Welfare Society. So one of the blood disorders is thalassemia, in which the blood is not generated, not built, or not made in, like as in our case, it gets generated in every 4 months. But in thalassemia people, it's not generated. They survive only on donated blood. Every fortnight, they need the transfusion. Every fortnight, they need the blood to be, transfused to their body. Otherwise, they will not survive. So there are other blood disorders also. So for these children, can you see the picture down there? Yeah. The children are just, getting the blood. The blood transfusion is happening for all the children. So they have to sit there for hours and hours for that, because you can't just, inject the blood straight away. It takes hours. It goes slowly to the veins. So it takes hours. The parents are also, everybody so, disheartened. So for all these cases, we need blood. Now, what challenges do we face? Aryan was telling that, I heard that, if I donate blood, it will take 4 months to regenerate. No. See, few doubts which people have in their mind before donating is, I don't want to feel weak later on. Some people, feel that, if I donate blood, I'll feel weaker. But see the next part. Most of the people do the daily activities after donating blood. It's very simple. See, out of 4-5 liters, only 350 milliliters you are donating. So you can do your daily chores, right? Daily job you can do nicely. The only thing which one needs to avoid is the heavy lifting exercises for a day. That's it, for 24 hours. And then again, you can go back to your normal routine. So the next is this one. I already gave this year. So an adult can donate blood every 56 days. Every 56 days, he is eligible to donate blood. So in a year, one can donate at least 3 times. Okay.
Why is it only 56 days?
Because
Like
it is
if it regenerates within 2 days, so the third day you can go give again, right?
it takes 4 months, right? But 56 days, we feel that, now the person has got the sufficient and good amount of blood and the healthy blood. Okay. So girls like me, I'm scared of needles. Some people are scared of needles.
I used to.
So you don't need to be, it's just a tiny pinch. If you just pinch yourself, it's that pinch of the needle. So one doesn't have to be scared about that. Oops, sorry. I am too busy. See the excuses which people give. And I'm too busy. I can't go to donate blood. The whole process takes maximum 20 to 30 minutes. Not more than that. I've conducted n number of camps and it doesn't take more than 20 to 30 minutes. So for saving 3 lives, one can give 20 to 30 minutes of his own life, isn't it? What say? Yes or no?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. They should, I think.
Yeah, it's such a sweet thing, isn't it? If we are just giving a 20 to 30 minutes of to somebody's life, it's such a great thing. Next is blood donors become obese. Few people have these kind of doubts also. But doesn't matter until you decide to reward yourself with junk post donation. Some people think that I have donated blood now, I can eat all the junk food. So if you keep on eating junk, then obviously anybody who eats junk will get obese. So it's not related to blood donation. Next, I don't have enough blood to spare. Everybody has same amount of blood in their body, right? If Prisha is 13 years old and Shikhar is also 13 years old, maybe because of body weight, they might have slightly different, different amount of blood in their body. But if there is same amount of blood is there in everybody's body, 5 to 6 liters average. So one cannot give an excuse that I don't have enough blood to spare. It's like, if I am having enough food at my house and I just want to gulp it down all myself and I don't want to share it with anybody, that's the case. So we can share, right? We have enough blood. Next thing comes, I'm vegetarian or vegan. So it will be difficult for me to replenish that blood which I have given, because those who eat non-veg, it's easier for those guys to get the blood back. It's not that case. Including iron-rich plant-based diet, one can donate, one can get the blood immediately. So the last point is, I'm too young or old to donate. Anyone above 18 years or healthy can donate blood. And one case is there, a guy who was 107 years old, he has donated blood. You guys are chatting, right?
Auntie, just one thing. I'm 14, not 13.
You're 14.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. So after 18 years, till any age, if you're healthy, one can donate blood. What are the primary concerns to be taken care of? The safety of the recipient and the donor. Recipient is who? The one who gets the blood. Donor is who donates the blood. So blood donation is taking responsibility of both donor and, so whenever blood camps are happening, we have to take the responsibility of both donors and the recipients.
Auntie, I have a question.
Yes, please.
So, how long can blood be stored after it's been donated until it's like expired?
See, in the I think few slides back we said that the lifetime of each component is different, right?
Yeah.
So that long, that component can be stored. What happens once the blood is collected from the donor, it is separated into the components. It is
Okay.
not stored as such way. You know, it is separated into different components and then stored. So
Okay.
every component has different lifespan. So before donating also, like before transfusing it to any recipient, the testing of the collected blood is done as per the WHO standards. It's not just straightway transfused. It is tested for different diseases. If I am not having, suppose if I am having, say dengue, so that blood has to go through the various tests for various diseases. Like if somebody is donating right now in this COVID situation, the first test which the blood will go through is COVID test, because it has to go to somebody else's body. So these all tests are conducted before transfusing to somebody else's body. So now comes the benefit of donation. Obviously, we know that the person who is getting the blood is definitely getting benefited. His life is saved. But for us, the one who is donating, what's the benefit for him or her? It improves the blood flow. You know, if it is a pot of water, if you keep on, you know, you just take out, or suppose there's a pond here nearby, you know, if you don't change the water, what happens? There's a small pond nearby my house. So it gets stagnant, right? So
And then mosquitoes breed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So improves blood flow. So when you are donating, your circulation will be, you know, better. You'll get more space. So once the blood flow is good, say donating blood helps us avoid hypercoagulation and allows blood to flow more easily. It protects the heart. How does it protect? Because a good there's a blood flow is like easily happening. Then the donating blood prevents cancer also. It's a free medical checkup. As I told you, when somebody is donating the blood will go through many tests. And if in case there is something wrong about it, you know, something is, if the blood is having some disease or something, so the person who has donated will be contacted and further tests will be made for him. So a free medical checkup is happening. So it also burns calories. So for those who are health conscious, they can burn
Donating blood burns calories?
Yeah.
Oh.
650 calories are burned by donating 1 unit of blood. So those who are health conscious, they should you know, donate blood. Then the moral responsibility, the first and foremost advantage of the blood donation. It becomes our responsibility to donate blood to save someone's life. Helps in weight loss, as like burns calories, so it helps in blood weight loss. New blood cells are formed. Obviously, when something goes out, you can fill the pond with the fresh water, isn't it? So it's regenerated. The new blood is regenerated. New blood cells are formed. The same thing helps in fighting hemochromatosis. Hemochromatosis is iron overload disorder, so which can lead to organ failure. And invigorated feeling. So you feel so happy after donating, you know. Once you save somebody's life, you feel so happy. Will you be not?
Yes. Definitely will be.
Yeah. So who can donate blood? Again, we come to the same thing. So if you turn 18, if you are 18 and above, you can donate blood. If you're healthy, you can donate blood. If your hemoglobin is above 12 grams per deciliter, you can donate blood. And if your weight is 50 kgs and above, you can donate blood. So these 4 criteria are required, not more than this. So if you're healthy, 18 above, hemoglobin 12, and 50 kgs above. But these 4 are to be there, are compulsory. Okay.
Okay.
Who cannot donate? If somebody is sick and on antibiotics, he cannot donate. Somebody has got a mosquito-borne infection, he cannot donate. And if somebody has already donated, in past 8 weeks, he cannot donate. As we said like 56 days are at least required to donate next. And if someone has undergone some surgery, he cannot donate because that's like his immunity is very low, so he is not allowed to donate. And the pregnant or the breastfeeding woman cannot donate. So now, what can you do at your age? I think the time is up, but I'll just take.
It's okay, you can go on.
Yeah, 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes more. So what do we do now? Like at your age, this is the most important part for you people. You need to be very careful about this. You should just tell me. The first thing is preparation. At your age, you can do the preparation. And the second is volunteer. We need volunteers. You guys are doing immense, excellent job in EBC teams. You have volunteered yourself for different activities I've seen. And you people have such enthusiasm in you all. That, you people are taking it so positively, all the activities. You're volunteering, right? For various activities. So, and that's all happening because you believe in yourselves, isn't it? So the 2 things, prepare yourself, believe in yourself. So how to prepare? First most thing, you're early blood club member, right? Become the early bird club member. So when you are becoming the EBC member, you are automatically, following good lifestyle. You're getting into more positive things, right? Second is,
Right.
and you are surrounded with good people around, right? So the second is eating healthy. Eating good food, good habits, reading good books, okay, drinking lots of water, be happy, and doing meditation and exercises. Why am I saying all these? Because at your age, you need to prepare yourself so that when you grow up, when you turn 18, you are able to donate. See, one of the criteria was being healthy, right? So healthy doesn't mean that, you just, need to have a bulky physique. It's not that way. You should be mentally, physically, emotionally, you should be healthy. So once you are EBC member, you are getting into good lifestyle. You're drinking a lot of water, reading good books, positive books, motivational books, watching good videos, as you people are already, getting into good conversations. When you are surrounded with good people, everything is happening. It's changing your personality. It's changing your point of view towards the society. You people are becoming responsible people. So this is the stage when you can prepare yourself for the future. Next is volunteering. How can you volunteer? I need your help. Blood Relations is a project where we connect. We all are related through blood, right? So how can you volunteer? Can you see one Amukher volunteer here in the first page?
Yes.
first this thing pointer. So what she is doing is she is helping the guys to register themselves during the blood camp. When the blood camp is happening, so she is just helping the guys to register themselves. She is helping them to fill up the forms and everything else. Or second thing, what she can do is, the guys who are donating, who have come to donate, she can motivate them. She can help them if they are feeling, cautious about it, or if they are scared of it. So what the volunteer can do, the volunteer can just console him, can guide them, and then help them, right? So the volunteer, at your age also, you can do all these things. So you can volunteer during the blood camps. The second is theater show. One can plan a theater show, to encourage people to spread the awareness. So this was a road show which happened. The second one, this was a road show. Rahagiri was its name, and it happened on the road in the open area, and the people were told about the blood camps just to motivate them. The third, the down here, make a difference, donate blood. So these children, can you see what are they doing? They are spreading the word to each house of their society through posters, through words. The next is social media. The thing which you people are doing, you are spreading the word through social media, tweet or Twitter, Facebook, all that, all the social media. So you can help me providing, spreading the word about the blood camps. This one, collect the database. How do we collect the database? Do you have some database for EBC teens?
Do you mean like a blood bank database or?
Exactly, yes. So what do we collect in the database? Like when we are conducting the blood camps, we
like name, name, date,
right,
stuff like that.
their blood group and their mobile numbers. That's it. So that whenever in future we need their help or their contribution, we can just straightway ask them to come. Okay. And recently, one of you, I saw video being made on EBC teens.
Yes.
That was so wonderful. So such videos can be made to spread the awareness. And poster making. These days, Swasti, I think she is doing the poster making and all for EBC. So isn't it? So they poster making for blood donation. These all things I'm talking about the blood donation camps. Okay. So right now, why I'm telling you, I need your contribution, because at this age, you can't donate blood yourselves. You cannot save life directly, but indirectly, you can save lives. So when you are motivating people, you are spreading the word through social media, you are creating videos, you are making posters. So these ways you can help to the cause. Thank you. I can see. Thank you for listening to me. And
no, thank you, Auntie, for this presentation. We really learned a lot.
I hope so.
I learned a lot. Fantastic.
Any queries?
And
Queries.
for us.
Any queries?
No, not really.
So how many of you are going to volunteer for blood relations project? Because I am alone, like right now. I can't do poster making. I actually can't do, but I don't know how to make videos.
No, you tell us what to do. We'll make it for you.
So sweet of you. Right? So few questions I'll be asking to you. Are you do we have that much time? Just a recap. It will be a recap of what the components of blood, one by one. Yeah,
RBCs, WBCs, and platelets.
Okay, and plasma, right?
Plasma also, yeah.
So what age limit?
18.
Can you do the main function of blood?
Transport oxygen to all parts of the body.
And carbon dioxide.
Oh yeah, and carbon dioxide in the lungs.
How much percentage of your body is blood weight? Blood?
8.
8.
So how many blood types?
What?
Oh no.
How many types of blood groups?
Wait, 4 different
6.
types that both of them have
Wait, isn't that 8?
positive, negative.
8, right? A positive, negative, B positive, negative, AB positive, negative, and O positive, negative.
Negative.
So, which is the most common and the rarest blood group?
Common,
Most common is
positive. Least common is AB negative.
You guys were listening to me. I'm so happy about it. The universal donor and the recipient.
Universal
donor
O positive. Recipient is AB.
AB positive. Perfect. So name the blood disorder. I just discussed one.
Thalassemia.
Perfect.
Sickle disease. Sickle cell disease.
Perfect.
Yes.
Good. Wonderful. So the two
What is-
things which teens can do
Prepare.
Right.
and
Volunteer.
Volunteer.
prepare yourselves and volunteer for the course, right?
Yeah.
So how would you like to contribute now?
By helping you in making posters, videos.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's really sweet of you guys. And I'm really privileged, feeling so good about it that you people showed interest and you were really, how do I exit this?
Thank you, Preeti Auntie, for this beautiful session. I think all of us learned all kinds of
One
new
more thing, we can do is after this session ends, if you want to volunteer for Blood Links project, I would love to have your participation. If you can just approach me or anybody else outside.
No, you are in Kolkata and we are like in different parts of the world, right? Like how do we, like
Nothing,
once we
the
reach
way you are
18,
coordinating, the way
no,
you are
once we,
coordinating
yeah, no, to donate blood once we reach 18.
18, just come on the page at Blood Relations of AmuCare, or you have my number. I'll be like in Bangalore, we really conduct regular blood camps. If you know Priyanka Bonik,
Yeah.
yeah, so she helps in conducting there. So you'll come to know.
Oh, where
And-
all in India?
Yes, Shrikar?
Where all in India?
You're not audible, Shrikar?
Where all in India is blood camps?
Is can you just type it?
Like, bring the mic closer.
Aryan has a doubt that what about hemoglobin-based oxygen carriers? Aren't they artificial sources of blood? No. No,
They're not?
Aryan. No.
Oh, okay.
Where all in
They're all in India. Does AmuCare do blood camps? We till date, Shrikar, we have done it in Delhi, Gurgaon, NCRs. Then we have done in Bangalore, Kolkata, Pune, and Jammu. We have covered these places. We just fall short of the volunteers at times, and at times like these situations during COVID, people are not coming forward to donate blood. So we need more volunteers who can, motivate people, because there's no risk of lives while donating. People need to know that. And when somebody is donating blood, they are saving lives. There's nothing, going to happen to them. So we need to spread this awareness. Anything else? Yes, Anirudh?
No, I don't.
Aryan, any queries? So you
No,
can
nothing.
yeah. So you people can contact me on Prisha has my number, or you can just share it with teens in case anybody gets touched by this, wants to do something for the cause. See, this is your studying age also, but you can do a lot along with your studies. Okay? So at least you can motivate people and spread the awareness that it's nothing wrong, or it'll be they'll be harmed by donating blood. You have seen, right? I just showed you. There's no risk of life while donating the blood. So
I'd like to conclude the session saying, I think learned all kinds of new things today. So
thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
At Early Birds Club, our motive is to change lifestyles by waking up early and doing activities that bring positivity into our routine, such as yoga and affirmations. Utilizing the day in such a way helps us learn and use our knowledge in the most effective ways possible, making us wise and energetic citizens of the future. Would any of the participants like to share their experience at EBC?
Yes.
Guys, go ahead.
I think as our president, Aryan should share.
Yes.
So I'm quite regular at waking up early, and it's helped me a lot. I wake up at 3:50 every day, and I feel it's actually boosted my spiritual and intellectual capabilities a lot, and I get way more time than any others, like of my classmates, if I have to say. So I feel great about that.
Wonderful.
Okay, so everyone is welcomed here. To connect with us, please visit our website at earlybirdsclub.org, or email at us teens@earlybirdsclub.org. I'm so sorry, guys. You can also take a look at our Instagram page at earlybirdsclub.teens or our Facebook page at earlybirds.teens. Thank you for attending this session. Have a great day.
I would like to add one point, Prisha, that people don't know that it's free registration. They don't have to charge, they don't have to pay anything for it. So people at times feel like if we are going to pay, then what's the use of joining any club or so? So I would like to add that it's a free registration, right? Nothing, no charges, nothing at all. Just the thing is, one needs to fill up the registration form. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can
Then
join
they'll get
the
a
club.
Telegram link.
And you guys are doing excellent jobs here. Keep it up.
Okay then.
Thank you for having me here. Bye-bye. Take